Assalamu alaikum. I'm Mujibur Rahman, Assistant Teacher of Dogachi Borendra High School and College, Nachol Chapainawganj. I'm inviting you to join with me to enjoy the English class of 9 and 10. My dear students, I hope all of you are well by the mercy of Allah. I am also fine by the mercy of Almighty Allah. My dear students, I haven't come to you because I was affected from fever for a week. So my dear students, I am now very well and again come in front of you to conduct an English second paper class. My dear students, we are going on grammar for a long time, so I have decided to deliver a class for writing. So, my dear students, we can memorize all the things of any subjects. We can memorize the composition of English grammar. We can memorize the paragraph. We can memorize the letter and application. But today I will discuss with you such kind of writing that we no need to memorize that. If we try to write anything on a topic, we can write it easily. I think all of you can write if you listen to my lecture attentively. My dear students, we saw many things many times, we hear many things many times, and we do many type of activities in our day-to-day life. My dear students, such as in the morning or afternoon, we saw some people in our village street, in our village road. They are selling something. They sold something. They sell something, such as toys. They can sell vegetable. They can sell fishes. They can sell any type of things which is particular, which is needed to for our family, which is needed to our day-to-day life. My dear students, so I will discuss with you such kind of thing which you can write easily. My dear students, most of you can imagine that what I am going to discuss with you. The man who come to sell his things to our village districts, or the person who sells their things from street to street, what can we say them? My dear students, we call them a street hawker. My dear students, a person who sell various things walking from street to street is called a street hawker. That means when we write about a street hawker, or when we want to write something on street hawker, or about any person, or about any things, about any place, etc. My dear students, what we have to do at first? At first, we have introduced the topic, such as our today's topic is a street hawker. That means we have to introduce it with the reader. That means who is a street hawker? If we want to make some question about it or on street hawker, at first we can write that who is a street hawker? That means we have to write who is called street hawker, what type of people is he, dash 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 dash. That means how we write the introduction. In writing, there is a twice type of writing. In our exam, we have to write application or letter. That means letter. It may be formal letter or informal letter. We have to write paragraph and we have to write a composition. That means paragraph and composition is the same thing. There is some difference, but most of the type are similar. Because if we want to write a paragraph, there is a 3 parts, and if we want to write a composition, there is also 3 parts. First part is introduction, second is description, and the third is conclusion. And the paragraph also the same: introduction, description, and conclusion. My dear students, when we want to write a paragraph, at the time we have to write only one or twice sentence for introduction. So today we are going to write a paragraph on street hawker. So we have to write only one or twice sentence for introducing about a street hawker. Can I make you understand, my dear students? So in a sentence we can say that a person who sells his things walking from street to street is called a street hawker. That means only one sentence is enough for introduction for the street hawker for a paragraph. Can I make you understand, my dear students? So, and now after this, after the introduction, what we have to write? There are many things to write about a street hawker. At first we say that in introduction we say that a person who sells. That means here we can write the second question: what things does he sell? My dear student, what things does he sell? He can sell many things. After beginning the class, before beginning the class, when I am exchanging or greeting with you, I told that what kind of things the street hawker sell. My dear students, I told you he sells toys, cosmetics. Sometimes in our rural area, the street hawker come to sell their vegetables. Sometimes they come to sell fishes. So many type of thing can they sell from street to street. My dear students, after that we can ask the topic another question: what does he do to attract the buyers? when walking through the roads. That means the question, what is the question? What does he do? What does he do to attract the buyers? My dear students, we see that they make various tricks. They uses various tricks. Sometimes they sing, sometimes they make fun, and sometimes they acted. Sometimes yesterday or before yesterday I listened a just like a thing. A man came to our village to sell his pot, which is made of mud, made of soil. That means utensils. And when coming to the village, walking through the road of the village, he was singing like this. लेके खाला रोटी पका खोला जामai भोला अंधा सतोला, and das. My dear students, so the street hawkers, sometimes they sing, sometimes they act out, sometimes they make fun, and das. My dear students, and sometimes to attract the buyers, they wear various type of dresses, colorful dresses, peculiar dresses to attract the buyers. My dear students, and we can ask the topic another question. How does he carry his goods? Number 4. How does he carry his goods? My dear students, how does he carry his goods? We saw that sometimes he carries his goods in his hand, holding the catches in his hand, sometimes on head, on a basket. In a basket he took some goods and take it on his head and walk through the roads in our village or street or town. My dear friends, sometimes when they are loaded when his goods is large, at that time he take a rickshaw van, sometimes he take a cart, hand cart, not a cart. We call them hand cart because he loaded his cart by goods and push it on street to street. And another question may be come that who are the target? Who are his target? And we can say it and hoy. Who are his target? That means when he come to sell his goods street to street, who is his target? Firstly, his target are women. That means, and then children. to attract the women and children's mind. Sometime he acting out, I told you before a few minutes. And the children came out on the street from home and see the hawkers and again return to their mother and said to buy something for them. So, and at first we can say that the women and the children are the target of the street hawker, and the last one is why? Why they are his target or street hawker's target? The street hawker's target are women and children because they can, or a street hawker can cheat easily to the women and the children. My dear students, and then we can say that how does he leads his life? Number 6. How does he leads his life? My dear students, by the sweat of his physical labor, in a word we can say it. That means a street hawker leads his life by the sweat of his physical labor. That means when he walks street to street, the sweat comes out from his body, and so we can say that he leads his life by the sweat of his physical labor. And another word we can use here, that he lead his life very miserable. And another thing we can add here, that when his life became miserable in the rainy season, when the drizzling all the days, the streets were muddy, the weather was very rough, and they can't go out from their slum. So they can't, or he can't sell his goods. At the time he can't buy his day-to-day life. He can't spend his day-to-day life easily. He can't buy the rice or curry for his wife and children or for his family. So sometimes they have to starve when he can't sell his goods from 2 or 3 days. At the time they have to lead his life miserable. They have to lead a miserable life. My dear students, thank you to all. Before ending the class, I want to you that perhaps you have watched the class attentively, so and you have noted the question on the topic, so you have to write a paragraph. So my dear students, write a paragraph on a street hawker by answering this question and send to my WhatsApp or email number. Thank you all the students. Allah Hafiz.